Hello friends and welcome to Fire Emblem Discussion. Today we're going to be going over some changes that you want to make to the Azure Moon tier list, making this the first community Azure Moon tier list for Fire Emblem Discussion. I'm just going to kind of take general consensus on characters and move them to where about is like average for what people had said. And yeah, that's where we'll go. But before that, a few things. I said a few things wrong and a lot of people corrected me, but I just want to clarify them for everyone. I did say that Sylvain's personal skill affected females. It affects him when he's around females. I knew that. I just said it wrong. And Dorothea, I said she learns bolting or something like that, but she actually learns meteor. Whoops, my bad. Again, that's one I feel like I knew that, but I just messed up. So sorry about that. And if there are any other mistakes I made, let me know in the comments. So let's start from the bottom, and do some stuff down here. There were actually quite a few comments defending Gilbert and had some good reasoning behind them, believing that he should at least be moved into C tier. And honestly, a lot of the argument was to make him better than Caspar. So we'll do that. So I don't know what that means for D tier. D tier may stay empty actually, just because no one talked about moving anyone down there. So we'll see about that. Maybe we'll have something to say for our final tier list video for Azure Moon in a couple days. The next change people wanted, a lot of people complained that Caspar was too low, citing that his recruitment honestly isn't that hard because getting gauntlets is not that bad for Byleth, because Byleth has a proficiency in gauntlets, therefore it's easier to raise. So people want him to be raised. No one really gave a specific answer. Like he should be like up at the bottom of B tier or anything. So I'm just gonna move him to like the top of C tier and see what you guys have to say. Same goes for Ferdinand. I'm still gonna put him over Caspar. I think that's the general consensus. But people were pretty upset with how low they were, both of them. Especially saying that getting -3 weight on Byleth isn't that bad. So learning heavy armor isn't a bad thing for Byleth. Granted, I think we need to consider activity points and all that different stuff that you're going to be using just to raise your professor level and to just do other things like raise other ranks that might be more important for Byleth. So I don't know, just something to consider for your comments for the final Azure Moon tier list. Next, Cyril was actually pretty hotly contested by a few of you, saying that there were some people saying he should be up an entire tier. I didn't see enough to justify that, but we will move him to the top of B tier, because that's what people want. That's what the people want. This is the people's list. I did see one comment for Ignatz being moved up, but it was I think that's only one. And the reasoning was good reasoning, but I don't think it needs to be changed for now. If you feel strongly about that, let me know in the comments about Ignatz moving. Dedu, of course, is the next one. The arguments for him were interesting because people did acknowledge that, yeah, he leaves for a few chapters, and there's potential you'll never get him back if you just don't do his paralog. But I guess the answer to that is just do his paralog, and it's not a big deal. I mean, there's no reason not to. So people want Dedu moved up. So we're going to move Dedu up to B+. From B. There was one comment that wanted Shamir to be raised up because of Hunter's Volley. And they actually got a lot of likes. They got like 40-something likes. So I think we will do it. I think a lot of people agree with that. Again, tell me if that's dumb in the comments. One that surprised me is that a lot of people wanted Ingrid moved up. Some people were going so far to say is S tier, but I think the general consensus is just move up a tier next to like Sylvain. So Ingrid moved up. There's only one comment on Lysithea someone said that Lysithea should move to S. There's only one. So I don't know if I can justify moving Lysithea up just because only one person said it. So we'll move her up above the Byleth, but we won't put her in S tier. And now looking back at C tier, I think what we need to do, I think what would be the popular choice is just to move Gilbert ahead of Raphael, thus making Raphael our worst unit. We'll put him in D, I guess. Again, feel free to contest that. That's the point of the tier list, the community tier list. And Oh, never mind. One more. Hilda. People want Hilda moved up, and is stating that her personal skill is better than our buddy Sylvain's, which is true. I think it is. I think it is slightly better, being able to affect other units rather than taking it for himself like Sylvain does. Being able to help other male units be better, and even like putting her next to Sylvain makes Sylvain do like 5 extra damage, which is so cool. People want her moved up. I don't know how I feel about it personally, but there were a few people that did want her moved up, so we'll move her above these mages here. Actually, never mind. One more. Mercedes was actually pretty hotly contested and said that she should be raised a tier, I believe. So we will do that. We'll put her up by Ingrid. And yeah, I think that is about all the changes. There were, I think there was some argument for Byleth being an S. And there actually was some argument for male Byleth being better. Here's my problem with that. I only saw this from one person, I think. It might have been 2. But they were saying male Byleth is better than female Byleth because of quick riposte. And quick riposte is amazing. It's great skill. Don't get me wrong. Amazing skill. But the thing with quick riposte is it's not going to be... it's not going to come into play until really late in the game. Maddening experience gain is cut dramatically, but you don't get to level 30 very quickly. And by the time you get to level 30 and you're able to start learning quick riposte for Byleth, it takes quite some time. So it's a lot of work to get there. So we're gonna. I don't think this order is pretty interchangeable in Azure Moon for sure, but I think we're gonna keep it like this for now. Again, that's the point of us doing another community adjustment before we say it's like our final list. But yeah, so I think this is what we're going to stick with for this week's list. If you have any questions, comments, concerns with it, or you want changes, make sure to put them in the comments down below. And remember, this is based on maddening mode without New Game Plus, and we're playing quote-unquote efficiently. Just no grinding, and you don't take forever to beat maps, essentially. So we're playing quote-unquote efficiently, and the units that make that easiest to do. So... this is Community Tier List 1.0. We'll do a 1.1 in a couple days. And if there's still even a ton of hotly contested things that people want changed, we might do a 1.2. But for now, this is where it's going to stay. So thanks for watching, guys. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe for more Fire Emblem discussions so you don't miss out on these awesome tier lists. And as of the time of me recording this right now, we are 8 subscribers away from 5,000. Only 8 away from 5,000. We're going to hit that most likely today. So if you still want a chance to win the FED giveaway to get a $100 gift card to the Nintendo eShop, make sure to share this video using the hashtag FED giveaway on social media, whatever platform you're on. That way you can be entered to have your chance to win. I will announce the winner the day after we hit 5,000, and we'll tally everything up, and it'll just be the person who wins will just be randomly selected. But the more you shared, the more entries you get and all that different stuff. But we randomly selected, and we will notify you via a video that'll come out the day after we hit 5,000, hopefully. And you'll just have to hit me up on Discord when you win. So we'll make sure it's you. We'll ask you some questions. It'll be fun. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.